At least 25 million Americans have mobility impairment. Because empathy starts with understanding, this video will look at some common disabilities that can lead to wheelchair use.
People who have trouble walking, or cannot do so at all, often use wheelchairs to get around. The conditions that lead to difficulty walking are varied. Some people need to be in a wheelchair from a very young age due to a childhood disorder, like cerebral palsy or spina bifida. Cerebral palsy results from damage to the part of the developing brain that controls movement, while spina bifida is the developmental birth defect of the spine. Some degenerative diseases, like Parkinson's disease and arthritis, can result in the need for a wheelchair in older individuals. Parkinson's disease happens when there is a shortage of the hormone dopamine, which facilitates the brain's control of body movements. Arthritis is a painful inflammation or weakening of the body's joints. Traumatic events, such as a stroke or a serious accident, can result in paralysis or complete loss of muscle function. People who are paralyzed below the waist need to use wheelchairs. Muscular sclerosis is an inflammatory disease of the central nervous system that can cause muscle weakness that is so severe that a wheelchair is needed. In a similar vein, muscular dystrophy is a disease that causes progressive weakening of the muscles to the point of inability to walk. While people's reasons for needing wheelchairs vary, the appropriate way to interact with these people does not. When speaking to someone in a wheelchair, try to sit down or at least bend at the waist. This allows you to share eye level, prevents the person in the wheelchair from getting a stiff neck, and ensures that you don't appear oppressive. Similarly, talk directly to the person in the wheelchair, not to a companion or third party. Remember that being in a wheelchair does not make a person helpless or unable to speak. The facial position of a person in a wheelchair is only as high as the chest of people who are standing. In crowded areas or in elevators, watch your elbows, purse, or briefcase, as all can get much too close for comfort. It's also important not to hold on to a person's wheelchair, which is part of that person's space. If you would like to offer assistance, do so, but don't press the issue if you are refused. If you do help someone in a wheelchair, don't forget that they are in the chair and try to keep them engaged by speaking to them as you push. Because the person in the chair can't read your expression, you need to keep them informed in order to keep them comfortable. For example, say, "We're going to go over a curb now," before you actually do it. Over 1 million Americans are confined to a wheelchair. Engaging in sensitive, appropriate wheelchair etiquette can help ensure a pleasant interaction for everyone involved.
Want to learn more? Check out other videos and sources on this site for more information.